Alright guys, hey, this is going to be my toim guide. I beat this is my first terrifying, and I know a lot of people struggle on it, so I'm going to try and give my strats to make your experience less painful. So starting off, you have these first jumps, basically RNG, you just have to get lucky, and then some simple head hitters. This jump, just angle a bit and treat it like a wrap, and then you can jump out here to this invisible stud in here, and then I'm used to speedrunning this floor. You should, if you're going to do it. This part, lots of people find hard. I just like to jump up until you get wedged in there. Or I like to do it in first person, and then, or ghost mode. Then you can just hold D and walk sideways. Not like that. Just jump and then you can just walk sideways, and then jump out. Aim to land diagonally in that gap, then you can face forward, sort of flick out. One stud gap can be hard, just muscle memory. It's not too bad. Then you can just jump out. Treat these jumps like long jumps because they can be quite far, and simple jumps to end the floor. This thing, just turn and walk sideways. Don't need to do anything else. And you can just high jump. All the skips I show don't kick you because they're the ones I used in my run. And then you can just walk across the top of that. Then you get to floor 2 outside, which can be hard, but these jumps especially, just treat them like big wraps. And you might fail, but they're not that bad. There's another one here. It's basically just practice those jumps and you should be alright. Then the last few jumps and wraps are kind of free. Be careful when jumping into here, and then jump to the bottom. Jump to this stud. You can jump like this. I am to land like this. And then make sure to tap W before you jump so you don't walk off. You can land on this stud like climbing, and then you just face here, hold W and D so you're aligned. And then you can just simple wrap. Another one. You can tap W before you jump. And don't fall on these head hitters. This gap is annoying, so you want to just make sure you're out of the gap and then jump here. Now this jump's really far. What I like to do is flick off the wall and turn backwards, and then just treat it like a really long jump because it is really long. Tight ropes. You can take your time on these, but they're not that bad. I sort of treat them like normal platforms. The jump out of the tight ropes can be annoying, but nothing too bad. Okay, then you have this shadow section. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. This wrap, you could just tap W before you jump and you should be alright. It's further than it looks. Here you have a few simple jumps on smallish platforms. Okay, this shadow section, you do it once legit by counting studs and sort of, it's a really annoying section. So once you've done it legit once, if you get here again, you can just use this as a recovery skip. You can just, trust me, it's so much nicer. The shadow section is really inconsistent. Anyway, you do a high jump like this, and you'll eventually make it up. Hang on. Yeah, but anyway, you can high jump like that. And then this jump's quite far. And then you're on floor 4. Jump up here to save a few annoying jumps. And you can take your time on these thin studs, but they're not even that hard. That one could be hard to see, so it might take a few tries, but it should be alright. And then these simple jumps. This jump, you can probably high jump, but it's not even that hard. This wrap, high jump on it. It skips on a few annoying points. You can drop down here just in case it's a checkpoint. And then jump to here and do a skip like that. Might not be bad, thanks. Yeah, be careful on that. Don't overshoot. Treat it like a long jump, angle slightly into the wall. This jump you can hit your head on, so go out, then come in a bit later than you would normally. You can sometimes get clipped through this wall, it's quite funny. But, yeah. You can just, honestly, at this point, I'll just lag high jump. But I don't have it, so, do I not? Yeah, dance clip, and then this boring part, you just spam AD until you get like there. You can tap it to come out, just so you're careful. Close chat. And then, yeah, don't get flung. Then you have some simple wraps, and that's get about here and then flick up an angle. Now watch your head on these jumps, and that one's just muscle memory, it's not too hard to get in them. This jump's really fast, so be careful when you're going around it. And then you have a few easier jumps. You want to go into this one stud, and then long jump to here, that's what I do. You can jump out here, and then really simple jumps. I like to flick for these jumps just in case, just to make sure you get enough height. Like that jump could be sometimes annoying. And here I like to ledge grab, makes it free. And these jumps are easy, but this one's a bit harder. That's quite far. And then the last ones are fine. And you're on floor 6. This is where the tower actually gets hard, and it gets really annoying from 7. Because 7 is the hardest floor. So this netted section has hard jumps, but it's netted, so who cares? You'll basically just speedrun it. There's nothing actually hard for now. This jump's quite far. Don't jump from the wall. This jump's just a double squeeze. Try and land on here. If you land on a tightrope, you might get bounced off. And this is easy. Just make sure you don't hit your head. Okay, now tightrope section. This is where you need to do it in J2 because you need heli powers. They kind of help. Tightropes suck. Anyway, you'll get here. I don't have heli, but what you'd basically do is equip heli and walk sideways, and then unequip heli and just... I'll simulate getting under. So you'll basically get here, then you can just walk out. And don't get flung. There. This jump, I like to go all the way to the bottom, go sideways and do it. You shouldn't fail it. This jump can be long, so watch out. You can high jump on there, like high jump. But that jump, I don't know why people skip it, it's just an easy jump. And this jump, I definitely high jump it. You can take your time, just make sure you have enough height. And then you can also do that. Just do it without shift lock, so you can just jump back. But if you don't want to do that, you can just do it normally. You can high jump on this for like absolutely no reason. Then this, just press against the wall, look up there, and hold this. I'm pretty sure you can just skip this, but it's not even worth it. I like to go here, sort of treat it like a flick, and you'll be fine. This jump can be quite far. I like to do it from this side, so you don't get physicsed, and you'll be fine. Now you have some wraps. I don't know why there's music on this floor. But yeah, you have these wraps, they're not bad. Go here. And then you can sort of look at the hole and just go forwards. Get an alignment so you don't have to move in the air. I'm being bad, like that. And then angle like this and just long jump. And use shift lock, don't do what I did. This jump's really fast, so what you want to do is flick away from the wall and then... Yeah, you might know, it's really hard. One of the hardest jumps in the town. This, you just keep jumping until you do it. Don't bounce off. And here, go like this, and then just treat it like a long jump. Don't do anything funny because you'll hit your head. This jump is extremely far, so be really careful. You can use alignment keys. They're not in this place. Okay, now these jumps suck. The first one you can just flick. And the second one, don't do it like a rabbit. Instead, just go around here and dodge. I don't know what I'm doing there. That's not what I normally do. I don't know. That's not how it... You want to get a good lodge like that. And then you can just wait and it's free. Don't do it normally because you don't get bounced off all the time. This jump, it's misaligned, so you want to go from the left because this part's misaligned. Make sure you jump before you do these jumps and try not to shift out so you don't get bounced off. They're very physical. You can get bounced off this if you're not far enough. And just be careful on these jumps before the net. For this jump, I just like jump an angle and then jump out. Okay, when you're getting up, just be careful you don't hit the insta-kill. And then you have this net with hardish jumps, but it's netted again, so don't care. It might take you a few tries, and as long as you're careful getting back up, you should be fine. This jump's a easier version of the jump at the start of 7. This wrap can be quite far. Yeah. You can always high jump if you really want to. Yeah. And for this jump, I like to just get to the top, go up here, then go down a bit, and jump, because everything's insta-kill. I once finger locked on this jump and fell all the way down and into the insta-kill, so be careful. Don't fall into the insta-kill. But these jumps, I just like to treat them like wraparounds. Then you can jump to here, get near the edge, go down a bit, and sort of like turn diagonally flip. That's the easiest way to do it. Then you can just, if you really want to, but if you don't want to. These ladders, hold W and D on this one so you don't get physicsed. And go in here. I'd like to do a jump, don't flick, because you might get orangeyed. And then this ladder's more normal, but there's still ladders. You can jump from here. I like to jump from down here. I think it makes the jump easier. Book clip. It's a flip, isn't it? Dance clip. Don't get flung. If you get flung, that's just dumb. And flip. Just jump until you get in the gap. And then walk. Okay, now this is the hardest part of 8. It's really annoying because cylinder physics. I like to get around here, go jump and sort of diagonally flick so you don't hit your head. Then you just go around this, flick to here, and flick to there. It can be annoying, but whatever. Here. You can go from here. And what I like to do for this 2-star climb up is shift and unshift really quickly. So if you don't make it, you'll just fall back on the ladder. It actually saved me once. Like, yeah, because if you don't, that will happen. But then you have these walkarounds, which I somehow failed once. It was really annoying. And then this is the one part of the tower where I really recommend you like high jump, because that is a 10.5 stud wraparound, I think. No, 9.5, but it really sucks because it's invisible. Oh wait, I did it. But yeah, I like high jump with that. And then kill bit part, you kind of have to go fast, but it's not that bad. Then you heal up. You can go much slower on this part because they're quarter studs. And then you're on 10. I at 9. Don't do what I did and jump there because you can't see that part. Just be really careful going onto here. Then you can flick and don't do that to get here. I treat this as a walk around. And I don't know why people struggle on this. This is the easiest thing to do ever. You just align, then you just jump up, wait for the kill bricks, and just walk sideways. I don't know why people struggle on that. It's so free. You can even take a bit of damage. This jump, you can treat it like a normal wrap, or you can climb it. I don't know, whichever, you can do whichever. In my opinion, flicking is much easier. Then this jump is quite annoying, it's just a big wrap. And this jump, aim lower and come back around at the last second. Head to go do it sideways, and then you're on 10. You can wall hop these. I failed this as a wall hop skip, I walked off like that. And then I came back to 10, did it legit, because it's treat it like a 3-stud stick out. You'll be fine. Then I failed the second one in my legit one. Anyway, after that, 10's like free. Just some wraps that are easy and stick out. The only thing that's going to be annoying is nerves. For this jump, I have to go about here and jump. Simple head hitter. Now you have this wrap stack in the corner. It's quite easy. I was shaking a lot when I got here because this was my first terrifying. But then you have the frame and it's just 9 stud wraps. So just do it slowly and you'll be absolutely fine because they're easy. Don't rush like yeah, see, that will happen. Anyway, you're almost at the end. You just have a few annoying jumps left. Starting with this big wrap around to here. I like to go here, then get in the gap, then go sideways. Always hold W and D or whatever, so you're always pressed into this gap so you don't walk off. Anyway, go here, and then shift, and make sure you don't shift and get pushed out, so you're always sticking out. Then it's basically free. You just go to here, stick out, and be really careful. Make sure you don't fail that, and then you win. GG.